And I'll let you with Alvaro Toledo from Córdoba. He'll be pledging this afternoon, so stay tuned for that. Alvaro?
Hello, just a moment, please. Well, hello everyone. I'm excited to be here, representing my city, Córdoba, my country, Argentina. So, I'm gonna give thanks to FAB Foundation, to CBA, MIT, to Bhutan to receive us. It's an amazing kingdom. Thank you. And I show you 18 years breaking paradigms to design resilient futures. I mean 18 years because to create my own lab called Cofactory, I began in the university with 33 years old. So to complete the dream to have our Fab Lab and Innovation Hub, it took 18 years. So I will show you a short video to understand what Cofactory is. Sorry, the song? Volume? Okay.
Colaborativo para la creación. Soy Lucas, soy programador. Desarrollo Arduino e Internet de las Cosas. Encontré en el Hub y en el Fab Lab un espacio colaborativo para la creación.
Soy Day y me capacitaron en el Hub y junto con Emanuel estamos a cargo del área de fabricación digital. En este momento estamos imprimiendo piezas para Lucas y para Gaby accesorios para lo que sería mobiliario. Mi nombre es Gaby y desarrollo dentro del Hub Oh My Plastic, en el que transformamos residuos en productos de alto valor agregado. Gracias al Hub pudimos acceder a la red internacional Fab City, lo que nos permitió pasar de un modelo de producción lineal a uno circular, data in, data out. Además, en el Hub lo conocí a Mati, que nos desarrolló un proyecto de realidad aumentada para poder mostrar nuestros productos sin la necesidad de fabricarlos en primer lugar.
Hola, somos Juan y Mati y estamos acá gracias a una beca del Hub de Innovación para poder seguir desarrollando Velotrail, la moto ganadora del Red Bull Basement y esta moto urbana.
Queríamos agradecerles a Cofactory por brindarnos el espacio donde tenemos todas las herramientas para poder diseñar estos productos innovadores y a toda la gente que forma parte de Cofactory.
Hola a todos, mi nombre es Miguel Álvarez, soy encargada aquí de Cambiar para la República Argentina y también formo parte del equipo de sustentabilidad. Quería agradecer a Fab City por la cantidad de cosas innovadoras y soluciones que nos han ayudado a encontrar en la parte de sustentabilidad y espero que este sea solo el comienzo de una gran relación a largo plazo.
Hola, soy Steffi, me formé en el Hub en la capacitación de carpintería y en este momento trabajo con Josué. Acá no solo encontrás formación, sino oportunidades laborales y un espacio totalmente equipado para realizar tus propios proyectos.
Muy buenas, me llamo Josué, trabajo en carpintería. Este ecosistema nos permite reducir costos en cuanto a compras en grupo y también facilita cursos. Mediante estos cursos pudimos contratar a Steffi para ayudarnos a trabajar en todo lo que es carpintería y también nos permite el hecho de la ayuda entre nosotros para poder generar distintos tipos de ideas, charlar y comentar sobre distintos temas nos ayuda a solucionar problemas.
Esto es Cofactory.
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 Thank you. Sorry, as an Argentinian, I had to talk about Messi. Success is not measured by what you achieve, but by the obstacles you overcome. Messi is a clear example for overcoming obstacles to finally be one of the best players in the history. In the other side is a children called Julian Alvarez, and his dream was to play with Messi, and his dream was to play a World Cup. The second image is the World Championships. So dreams come true, and we have to work hard to get it. Well, I'm Alvaro Toledo. I'm industrial designer, specialized in digital fabrication and Industry 4.0. I'm interested in technology and his link with social development to improve people's quality of life. One of my next goals is to create the Fab City Lab, the Fab City Innovation Lab in Córdoba, to link companies, universities, and governments. Okay. Well, believe in your ideas. This is a sketch that I draw, a project that I draw of my university in 2005 when I was 35 years old. And it's a project to create a Fab Lab, an innovation hub. And it took many years to get real because when we have new ways to do things, you have to break paradigms. So it was in National University at Córdoba, Faculty of Architecture, Urbanism and Design. My project in 2005 was refused because a paradigm change, no? So this draft now is called Cofactory. We have one of the strongest Fab Lab in Argentina, and now we are becoming a new member of the Fab City network. Well, no one is a prophet in their own land. What is this? Many local institutions refuse our project. I'm far away from my city, talking here in Bhutan, and it's a pleasure to show what of the path that I take to get the Cofactory project to impact my city. So I will tell you a history of overcoming obstacles, failures, resilience, perseverance, and finally break paradigms to serve my city, to serve Córdoba. Every industrial revolution or technological revolution had a break, a paradigm change. A new paradigm is a new way of doing things. When a paradigm is challenged, there is a tension between the known and the belief system. So Fab City now is a paradigm, and it's a challenge for us, break paradigms to do new ways to do things. And it was my biggest challenge to break that paradigms to create Cofactory, especially in my city. I was born being a part of the global transformation. The arrival of the internet that revolutionized the modern world drove me crazy, the change, the arrival of internet. When I was young, when I was 9 years old, I used a computer and I connect to the VBS. Somebody knows what VBS is? Okay, it's bulletin board system. So when I was young, with 9 years old, I was connected to this new world. And this new world was a big change for us, especially before the internet arrival. And I spent a lot of time with my next door neighbor, Sebastian, my teacher, thanks for him. And we spent a lot of time researching and developing with 9 years old. And this is my purpose. This is my purpose to be here, to transforming my city through the innovation and the technology since when I was young. And I saw all the details for the evolution from analog to digital. The technology brought a new ways of relationships. This is a picture. Now we are talking about global connected. So in the beginning, we were locally connected. And I remember spending a lot of time trying to connect computer with another computer, and finally, wow, we were connected, but locally, no? And the technology too was transforming socially, culturally, the way of life. New sport, new lifestyles were born. That conservative Córdoba was changing. A new urban model was being developed. I'm talking about this because Fab City is a new urban model. So in that year, Córdoba began to change. And with this paradigm, Fab City paradigms, we want to change. We have to change that paradigm. Well, I had the opportunity in 2003 to go to the United States to have an exchange. And I was training in visual arts, and I had the opportunity to visit the MIT and the Media Lab. And when I visited the MIT, I was studying for just 1 year or 2 years in the university. And one day I get inside in the MIT, and I saw people talking in a discussion. And I went and I said, hey, what are you talking about? And a man told me, kid, the world is changing too fast. That guy was Nicolas Negroponte. And when that drove me really crazy. And I was excited for that. And with my knowledge, when I come back to Argentina, I made a project to the university, National University at Córdoba, the Faculty of Architecture, Urbanism and Design. And I create the connection program to transform it, to improve my university. That was in 2005, 18 years ago. So my project is about digitization of the information, implementation of digital platforms, digital manufacturing and 3D printing. So this is remember the sketch that I showed? This is the other part, okay? So I proposed a collaborative manufacturing laboratory, and I was working free for 1 year to improve my city, to improve my university. In that years, we don't have wireless, we don't have smartphones, so it was a good opportunity to be connected, the information connected in the cloud. But we don't were prepared to change. So the challenge was change paradigms. So my project was refused. And the people didn't understand the project, and I made a pilot. And the pilot was to create the first website in the university. So I was talking about locally connected, and now I'm talking to globally connected. And it was so good for the students because they could get the information in the cloud. But in that years, again, my project was refused or rejected. So they didn't understand, and I did another thing. I transformed the study notes and guides. I transformed the analog to digital. You know, I study color theory in black and white in a photocopy. So I transformed the guides in full colors in 3 dimensions with animation, and I put it in the cloud in 2005. And the teacher said, no, don't talk about digitalization, no, please. And we were changing the paradigms. And the title of the talk is Change Paradigms. And I will talk about resilience. And it's important, the resilience, and especially so for young people. So we have a lot of obstacles to create new things or new ways to do things. And I discovered what we needed education. So I create a new project, a mobile classroom, to reduce the gap of the digitalization. So it was a social project, a mobile classroom, to visit different schools in my state. But once again, Alvaro, it's impossible to put notebooks in a mobile classroom because it's so expensive. Many years after that, the government gave 3 million notebooks for public schools. So I was learning a lot about this. I was learning about this, but I never thought that doing a project for economic, social, and productive development will have so many difficulties. I had to face the biggest frontiers to break paradigms. And I learned, especially when there is a crisis, we have a big opportunity. It's a challenge to transform the crisis into opportunity all the time. That's what I learned, breaking paradigms. And when I was frustrated and disappointed, I had the opportunity to work to the European Virtual Engineering. So in my country or in my city, I don't have support, and I have support to work to get international experience. So this helped me gain confidence and international experience. And after that, I created my own company called T-Point. So we are specialized in digital fabrication, and we work with companies, giving we make retail design, production of retail, and we develop IoT for retail. I had another project called All My Plastic to transform garbage into products, and we use augmented reality. So I've been working 12 years in T-Point, but when I went to the business incubator of National University of Cordoba, I saw the United States present the role of the British innovation, and they link university, state, and companies. So I began to think different, and I recovered my purpose. The sketch. It was in 2018. I made a course in Siglo XXI College with FIDE and ADEC, and I learned about business model and MVP model. So I recovered my purpose, and I think I will create Cofactory, and we will create the innovation hub in Cordoba. So one of my most difficult decisions was to get out of the comfort zone to recover my purpose. And the first thing that I made is everything in 3 dimensions to present to my city, the project. And I presented at the university and the governments. And once again, in the life, when you are breaking paradigms, my project was refused. I thought, I'm doing it by myself. I'm doing it by myself with the private sector with support. But Argentina is a country, it was one of the richest countries in the world. We have a lot of natural resources, but now we are doing bad things. The government is governing us worse and worse day to day. And when I create or I set up Cofactory, we have a big devaluation of the currency. The bank loans to private sector in Argentina is a very low of the GNP. We have 120% annual inflation, is crazy. We have restricted the imports, and we have laws and taxes very high. And well, resilience, and again, think crisis is an opportunity once again. Finally, I set up with my team Cofactory with the private sector with a lot of effort, and our sponsor trust it to develop new things, new ways to do things, okay? But we had another problem. When we set up Cofactory, after 7 months, the COVID arrived, the pandemic. So we transformed the crisis into an opportunity. So we create masks to resolve problem for our society. So we generate a great impact on the city, showing the benefit of digital manufacturing, because we have a lot of entrepreneurs printing in their own house, on departments together, and then we recollect the mask and put it in Cofactory, but without a problem, because the government had taken away our mask. And I thought, that is real difficult. So one day, this picture reflects a day working so hard, thinking my future, thinking the future of Cofactory. I got a license to drive in pandemic. And I was working from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. alone in 1,000 meters without people in the Fab Lab and the Innovation Hub. And I was on the verge of giving up. I was to give up. And I say, no. I test myself as a human being, pushing myself to the physical and mental limit. So I thought we will do history and finally transforming the crisis into the opportunity. Cofactory became a production center for COVID, which allowed us to survive. And through the digital fabrication and the traditional fabrication, we began to do a lot of products for COVID. And once again, Cofactory stay afloat. In pandemic, Cofactory was empty, without people. We created a virtual reality program, and you could visit from everywhere Cofactory. And after that, we developed augmented reality. And the success began. With a lot of effort. We got an award in 2019, and then we got in 2020 Digital Entrepreneur Award, Digital Entrepreneur in Argentina, about digital fabrication. And after that, we were the best national project and degree on Industry 4.0 and at National Technological University. And then in 2022, we got an Entrepreneur for Innovation contribution. And in 2023, today in a couple hours, Córdoba is becoming a member of Fab City. So we have another challenge. Well, this is Cofactory. We have 1,000 watt meters spaces and people pay just the use. And as you know, we have a makerspace, we have a private shop, we have a shared workshop by Hamilton, thanks for Hamilton, we changed the partner. It was Stanley, now it's a national company. We have classrooms, we have a snack bar and nice chairs to take networking. And we have all of you know 3D printing, vinyl cutter, CNC router, laser cut, and plasma cutter. We implement Industry 4.0 in our projects in a collaborative ecosystem, as the video that you saw. So we develop the IoT, cloud computing, virtual reality, augmented reality, big data, and simulation. We have a model B2C, B2B, and we are creating a model B2G now. So we are protagonists of the change. And this is true. We are protagonists of the change. And we have 800 total member attendees. This project was finalist in Turkey. They are Cordobians. And EO Raptor is the name. It's an electric motorbike. And they are prototyping in Cofactory. These amazing girls called Dual, they make stop motion project. They won the best short film in Argentina through digital fabrication. This project is amazing. They make small things and frame to frame they record, and in a collaborative ecosystem through digital fabrication, they could get the award. So we develop 12 events a year, helping entrepreneurs. We have 300-hour specialized training. We manufacture more than 5,000 products. And we link between NPOs and companies, universities, government, and entrepreneurs. We work with institutions like Farfalina, helping people with special needs to be inserted in the society. It's not easy. We try day a day. So our purpose is to impact the society. And now we are becoming a member of Fab City Network. And this is Cofactory, as I told you. We have the share workshop. This is the dirt. This is part of the team. Thanks for the team. This is the classroom, the digital fabrication, the co-working. Well, as Argentinians, we make a lot of barbecues in the asados, in the terrace. We have the Fab Lab, and we have different events. And, well, something more. We have the Fab Lab separate to the industrial part. So in the industrial part, we work with metals and wood. So, I'm finished. Nothing is possible if we don't have a team. So I give thanks to my team, a strong team. Thanks to Gabi, Noé, Jorge, Jay, Emmanuel, Kevin, Jorge, and Lauti, who is in Australia now. Thank Lauti. And thanks for the community, for Cofactory community. Thanks to my family. They were supporting me all the time. Thank family. Thanks for the sponsor of Cofactory. And the last, believe in your ideas. Follow your dreams. Create something that you are proud to love, that contribute to improve the world. Something noble beyond your personal interests and intentions. Just believe and work hard to make it happen. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Alvaro. Do we have any questions for Alvaro? Okay, so if we don't have any questions for Alvaro, thank you so much. I think it's a wonderful experience. What you have shown today, your path and your passion throughout becoming a maker, becoming a fabber, becoming part of the ecosystem that I know it's not easy when you self-fund it and you are trying to do all this magic for the world with your little space.